ability. Federal government boosts national grid with additional 30 megawatts. Man sentenced to death for YouTube animation studio, which killed 36 people in Japan. Good morning. Welcome to the news. My name is Ijoma Uche. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has called for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. The governor of Anambra State, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, has felicitated the Bishop of Aguilera Diocese, Most Reverend Dennis Isuzo, as he marks his 68th birthday. A release signed by the press secretary to the governor, Mr. Christian Aborime, said that the governor expressed delight as he felicitates Most Reverend Isuzo on the occasion of his birthday, adding that over the years, the celebrant has demonstrated uncommon dedication to the work of God, and his numerous contributions to the growth and development of the society cannot be overemphasized. It added that on behalf of the government and the people of the state, the governor wished the bishop good health, long life, and more fruitful years in the service of God and humanity. On a sad note, the Anambra State Governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, has received with shock and grief the news of the death of Right Honorable Anayo Nebe, a former Speaker of the Anambra State House of Assembly and currently a Special Advisor on Legislative and State Assembly Matters to the Governor Soludo, who passed away after a brief illness. A release signed by the press secretary to the governor, Mr. Christian Aborime, Right Honorable Nebe was a distinguished son of Anambra State, a patriotic Nigerian who served the state with honor, integrity, and excellence. The release described him as a visionary leader, a brilliant legislator, and a passionate advocate for the welfare and development of his people and Anambra State. It added that he was a man of peace, wisdom, and compassion, noting that the governor has lost a trusted ally, a dependable colleague, and a brother in the former speaker. The release noted that his death is a huge blow to the All Progressives Congress Alliance (APGA) and to the entire people of Anambra State, noting that he will be greatly missed by all who knew and loved him. The release said that on behalf of the government and people of Anambra State, Governor Soludo extended his condolences to his family, friends, associates, and constituents, and prayed God to grant them the fortitude to bear the irreparable loss and grant his soul eternal rest. Mrs. Soludo, the governor's wife, who stated this in a statement released in Oka to celebrate this year's International Day of Education, explained that emerging realities like technological advancement have shown that investments in the learning process should be increased to adapt to global challenges. We have details.
According to Mrs. Soludo, education is one of the solutions to increasing global poverty, socio-economic turmoil, moral depletion, violence, and political crises, pointing out that a lot still needs to be done to make learning affordable, accessible, and qualitative. The Anambra First Lady noted that investment in education has to be consistent, strategic, and planned, while governments should understand that such moves are imperative towards raising a resourceful population and accelerated development. The governor's wife stated that the present administration in Anambra State understands the importance of adequate investment in education to the economic and human resource growth of any society. Hence, deliberate policies have been initiated to strengthen the state's education sector. She noted that the recruitment of teachers to end the era of classrooms without teachers, restructuring of the education module of the state, enhancement and payment of teachers' salary, and prompt payment of teachers' pensions and gratuities, remodeling of schools, and other interventions position Governor Soludo as a leader who believes strongly in education. Mrs. Soludo, whose parents were renowned teachers, also used the occasion to celebrate all the hardworking teachers in Anambra State who are making great sacrifices to put the state's education on the global map. She reassured them that the current administration will always support them with professional opportunities and give them a work-friendly environment to their best.
Anambra State House of Assembly has passed a resolution urging Governor Chukwuma Soludo to direct all ministries, departments and agencies to pay special attention to those living with disability who are qualified for employment during recruitment. The resolution was sequel to a motion presented to the effect by the governor by the member representing Nnewi North constituency, Mr. Augustine Ike, during plenary in Oka. House of Assembly correspondent Chukwuemeka Modelem was there, and his report is taken from our studios.
In the motion, Mr. Ike noted that the Ministries of Health and Education are currently concluding a transparent exercise to recruit more Anambra into education as teachers and health workers, respectively. The legislator expressed worry that the physically challenged and those with albinism who have worked hard to acquire education may not have a voice to protect their interests given the current realities on ground. He maintained that the consideration of the physically challenged and those living with albinism for employment will restore confidence of those living with disability in the government of Anambra State and urged citizens to give them equal opportunities to reduce poverty. On his part, the member representing Anambra West constituency, Mr. Patrick Udoba, also stressed the need for special attention to be given to those with disabilities who are qualified and competent in the recruitment exercise. Speaker of the House, Right Honorable Somtochukwu Udeze, described the motion as apt and read out the resolution of the House, while the lawmakers supported it through a voice note. Also at plenary, the House passed a bill for a law to establish private college of nursing sciences and midwifery in Anambra State. Also at plenary, the House passed a bill for a law to establish private college of nursing sciences and midwifery in Anambra State, presented by the majority leader and member representing Ekusigo constituency, Mr. Ikenna of Fodeme.
Universal Basic Education Commission, UBEC, in collaboration with Anambra State Universal Basic Education Board, ASUBE, have conducted the financial bid opening for UBE FGN 2019-2020 and 2021 intervention funds projects held at the Utility Hall of ASUBE in Oka. The event drew participants from various sectors, including service providers, government officials, civil society organizations, and the anti-graft agencies. Correspondent Emmanuel Chibata reports.
Interventions under UBEC matching grants projects for junior, secondary and primary schools in the state marked the second crucial step in awarding contracts following last year's open and technical bid. Declaring the event open, the ASUBEC chairman, Associate Professor Vera Nwadinobi, emphasized that winning the financial bid is necessary for contractors to secure projects, stating that their proposals must align with cost and financial considerations. Associate Professor Nwadinobi pledged a fair and transparent exercise, emphasizing adherence to solicitation requirements and proposal contract terms. She acknowledged Governor Chukwuma Soludo's commitment to due process, neutrality, and strict adherence to the Public Procurement Act, stressing that she would not tolerate project abandonment by contractors.
To ensure that we meet these very important requirements of the law, we shall be fair, just, accountable, and transparent.
On his part, the Director of Planning, Research and Statistics Department at ASUBE, Dr. Uchenna Ezani, highlighted the financial bid as the pinnacle of the entire process, expressing gratitude to Governor Soludo for approving and paying counterpart funding, which facilitated collaboration with UBEC. He said the intervention will address neglect in basic education and benefit the state schools' children.
He has given a very good leave of relief to the children of our state who are in basic education institutions, because most of our schools have been neglected for the past 4 to 5 years, if not more, since 2019.
The Anambra State Commissioner, Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission (ICPC), Mr. Amefula Abu, stressed the importance of transparency throughout the selection process. Some of the contractors, including Mr. Hilary Okafo of GeoGrow Company and Mr. Shidi Mpogalanya of Great Triple CGC Services, who advanced to the second stage assured of quality service delivery if selected.
Receive job because there is another day. If you don't execute another opportunity might not benefit from it. So we're here to do the job.
Emmanuel Chibota for ABS News.
The national grid may soon get a major boost with the addition of 30 megawatts from the Kashambila Hydro Power Plant. The addition is expected to facilitate the development of the small and medium enterprises in Taraba and Benue states. Surrounding communities in Taraba State, especially those displaced by the dam construction, are already benefiting from the 10 megawatts currently being distributed directly from the 40 megawatts capacity plant. Speaking during an inspection tour of Kashambila Hydro Power Plant in Taraba State and the transmission line from Yendev to Makadi in Benue State, the Minister of Power, Chief Adebayo Adelebu, said the plant with its state-of-the-art technology, which includes automated tracking and monitoring system, is working effectively. According to the statements, Adelebu, who also visited the substation in Amua, Boko local government area of Benue State, revealed that the 4 turbines installed in Kashambila Power Plant are working perfectly well and generating 100% of the installed capacity. The power plant has an installed capacity of 40 megawatts, but only 10 megawatts is presently being evacuated. It was a display of the unique culture of Urum community, Okan North local government area, during the Izuafiozo by Ozo Damian Iliemena and other Ozo Urum title holders, as family and well-wishers joined Ozo Iliemena at Umuife village to celebrate the event. Correspondent Kelechupu Chukwudi tells us more.
Title is one of the revered titles in most Igbo communities, taken by those who have achieved success and are worthy of character. Ozo Iliemena was initiated into the title in December 2023, and to complete the rites, the Izuofia Ozo was to showcase the title holders to the community. The event, which started with Ozo Iliemena dancing from his compound down to the village square together with his wives, family and well-wishers, as they were acknowledged by those present, and later moved to the market square, from where they also danced down to the event venue together with others recently initiated into the Ozo Society and other titled men of the community. Speaking at the event, Ozo Iliemena, with the title name Ozo Ezekwesili, explained that as an Ozo title holder, he is expected to always uphold the truth, sue for peace, and bring growth and development to his community in positive ways, noting that the process of taking the title is long, as one must fulfill all rights before being initiated.
Asisi kwa kolo potawa na ma kwa kolo potawa amezugo iso we feel lo eto obodo ga esi we de mma iso we ba lo obodo we kudo iso we nya aka na obodo iso we nya de mmadụ aka nnu mu ogbenye ai mebe ka we weekend we do.
His wife, Mrs. Adugo Iliemena, while expressing her happiness, thanked God for his faithfulness in seeing them through the processes of the other title, promising to always stand by the truth and be loyal to her husband. The traditional ruler of Urum, Igwe Bennett Nweke, noted that taking the coveted title is a unique culture of Urum, which those initiated must always stand by the truth, advising all to make concerted efforts towards the progress of Urum. Also speaking, Ozo Ebenezer Nwakeze, the chairman of Ozo Urum, revealed that the title is for Urum indigenes, adding that character and sources of wealth of those to be initiated must be known before taking the title, which starts with Amawulu, Ibuichi, Emeku, and host of other processes, with the last being Izuofia Ozo, as he wished Ozo Iluemena well. A former council chairman of Okano, Chief Ndubisi Anapuo, and Mr. Michael Orebunam, while wishing Ozo Iluemena well, noted that Ozo title helps in maintaining peace and ensuring growth in communities. The event climaxed when Ozo Iluemena and others danced Egwuhio at the event and back to the house to continue with merriment.
A Japanese man has been sentenced to death for an arson attack at a Yoto animation studio in 2019, which killed 36 people and injured dozens more. The incident, one of Japanese deadliest in recent decades, killed mostly young artists and shocked the anime world. Chanji Aobe, 45, pleaded guilty to the attack, but his lawyers had sought a lighter sentence on grounds of mental incompetence. The judges rejected this, however, ruling that Aoba knew what he was doing. Many of the animation staff young artists were killed after being trapped on the upper floors of the studio as the fire spread. The attack was one of the deadliest cases in recent decades and sparked national mourning in Japan. The country's public and media have followed the case closely. Prosecutors had demanded the death penalty for Aoba, saying he was motivated to attack the studio after believing his work had been stolen. He said Yoto Animation, known as Yoane, had plagiarized a novel he entered into their contest. In July 2019, he burst into the studio during a workday, splashing petrol on the ground floor and setting alight while repeatedly shouting, "Drop dead." Former Super Eagles coach Gano Traore has made his peak between Nigerian goalkeepers Francis Uzoho and Stanley Nwabali. The Benin Republic head coach confessed that Nwabali was better than Uzoho, backing Jose Pereiro's decision to make the Chippa United goalkeeper Nigeria's #1 choice at the ongoing African Cup of Nations in Ivory Coast. Uzoho made his Eagle debut in a 4-2 friendly win against Argentina in 2017 under Roa, but following a series of blunders and uninspiring performances, the 27-year-old lost his spot to Nwabali, who was only recently invited to the national team a few weeks before the AFCON. After impressing a 2-0 friendly loss to Guinea earlier in January, Nwabali was installed as the Super Eagles' new #1 after 3 caps to his name. The South African-based goalkeeper has let in only 1 goal and has shown some signs that he could make the petition his for a very long time. Remember that you can follow ABS News and programs on Facebook from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page. Follow us on Anambra Broadcasting Service. Subscribe to our YouTube at ABS Television, on X as ABS TV, ABS Radio TV, and on Instagram as ABS Radio TV. You can also log into our website at www.absradiotv.com. Main points again. Governor Soludo has lauded the dedication of Bishop Isuzo to work of God. Anambra State Assembly has called for more employment opportunities for persons with disabilities. Federal government has posted national grid with additional 30 megawatts. Man has been sentenced to death in Yoto Animation Studio fire, which killed 36 people in Japan. Governor Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that's the breakfast news this morning. My name is Ijoma Uche. Do have a good weekend.